Welcome to the reading of Betty and the Search for Ice Cream by Brandon Bailey. To order a physical copy of the book, please click the link in the description below. Once upon a time, there was a pretty young girl named Betty. Betty loved reading, but she also loved ice cream. One day when she was at the library, she read about something amazing. Betty read about a place where ice cream stood 10 feet tall. In the ice cream world, you could eat as much ice cream as you wanted. Betty studied the map and couldn't wait to go. She begged her mom to take her, but her mom said no. "I'm sorry, Betty, but eating too much ice cream is bad for you." Betty was sad that she couldn't go find the wonderful world of ice cream. She ran down the street all the way to her friend Carrie's house. Carrie saw Betty and asked, "Why are you crying?" "I found the land of ice cream, but my mom won't drive me there," replied Betty. "I'm sorry, Betty. I'm sure you'll have another chance to eat ice cream." Suddenly, Betty had an idea. "If I put on my roller skates, I bet Scruffles can take me to the ice cream world." "Your dog?" Carrie said, surprised. But Betty didn't wait. She ran back home, forgetting to say goodbye. Betty put on her roller skates and grabbed her dog's leash. "Go, Scruffles! Go!" Scruffles zipped and dashed along the different streets of the city. Betty rolled along behind him, pulled by the leash. When Betty arrived at the ice cream world, she let go of the leash and crashed into the wall. "Scruffles, wait!" she called out, but the dog kept running without stopping. Betty vowed to find her dog later. She had finally arrived at the ice cream world. The main door was locked, but that didn't stop her. Betty found an open window and climbed in. Inside, she saw a freezer. It was filled with cartons of ice cream. She began to eat as much as she could. Betty was happy eating the ice cream. However, she soon realized not only was she full, but she was beginning to feel a little sick. She didn't even finish one whole box. She gave up eating. She got up to go find Scruffles, only to find the door was locked. Betty sank down and began to cry. "Why did I let Scruffles go? Why did I come on this dumb quest? Why didn't I listen to my mommy?" Just as Betty was starting to shiver, the door behind her swung open. Betty's mother stood looking down at her. "Oh, Betty, we looked everywhere for you." Scruffles ran up to Betty and licked her tears. "I'm sorry," Betty cried. "I'm so sorry." Betty's mother hugged her. "It's okay to make mistakes, sweetie, but it's easier not to if you listen to the people who care about you." Betty, her mother, and Scruffles rode home together in their car. The next day, Betty went to Carrie and apologized for running off so quickly. Carrie said, "That's okay, Betty. I knew you were excited. How about we eat some ice cream to celebrate?" Betty said with a grin. "I'd like that, but maybe just one scoop this time." The end. Thank you for listening to Betty and the Search for Ice Cream by Brandon Bailey. Remember to pick up a copy at the Amazon link below. Also, if you wish to hear more bedtime stories, please consider subscribing to this channel. Good night.